So, YouTube, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. If you have come to this channel, nobody is above the law. Nobody, let me make sure this clicks in. Nobody's above the law. There is video footage, and I think Willie D put it on his page, of Ice-T becoming irate because he was driving his Porsche that had expired tags on it since 2021. Nobody's above the law. Here, I'm in one of my vehicles here. And do you know what I have here? I have these said things called moving permits. Moving permits. Temporary Las Vegas moving permits. My question is, if I know that I need to get this vehicle fixed or repaired, or I need to get it tested for emissions, I know that if I don't want no problems from the man, the law, to go and get moving permits. And you can just simply go online and apply for a moving permit. And if his car was expired since 2021, they most likely canceled his registration, which means he did not have that option. However, he simply could have went to the DMV, waited in line. Matter of fact, you don't even really got to wait in line for the DMV anymore. They have everything down to a science where you can book an appointment and go down there. And I did this one year. I said, hey, first of all, I need to get this car. I need to get a moving permit for this car. And not only do I need to get a moving permit for this car, but I need to get this car, the emissions tested or smogged. And they would have been like, okay, Mr. T, or whatever his real name is. And they would have given him most likely a 10-day moving permit, possibly a 30-day moving permit. And all of the news footage, the cam footage, all of that could have been avoided. All that could have been avoided. That happened to me one time. I went down to DMV, had all my papers, and even though the cops did pull me over at gunpoint, and I believe this is on one of my channels, I had all of my paperwork. You guys see how I have clipboard sitting on the clipboard, and I said to the other officer that wasn't hostile, who was calming the other officer down, mind you, I wasn't even doing no Ice-T stuff. Just being black in America. Or they might have read the history. I'll tell you another thing. If you ever gotten into any type of trouble, I used to get into, I'm 40, I'll be 47 in November. When I was younger in the city of Chicago, I used to get into a lot of mayhem in the streets. A lot of mayhem. And I'll tell you guys what, that never leaves, that follows you for the rest of your life. I didn't have any felonies. However, what I did have, every time you get pulled over, the police can see that immediately as soon as they begin reading your plates. They used to have to call it in. They probably don't even have to do that anymore. So whatever I did, if I did anything in Nevada, it's popping up. If I did anything in Chicago, popped up. If I did anything in Indiana, pop, boop, 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 boop. just like when you go to court, they could pull out. They could do that. So, you know, Ice-T could have avoided all that. Avoided all of that. Avoided the altercation and avoided the embarrassment, because nobody's above the law. No matter how much money they got, you are not above the law. They don't even have, they don't even have to do anything. They got the power of the pen. Like I believe they were gonna tow his Porsche. It looked like a Porsche GT3. They were gonna tow it. And yeah, if I was Ice-T, I would have been, you know, hey, if there's anything you guys could do, please don't tow it. We can leave it right here, and I can personally have it towed, you know, because, you know, the hook and tow, you don't want them to damage your vehicle, especially a car like that. But, you know, he could have done any number of things to prevent that situation from happening. You know, any number of things. So you got to remember, as long as there is law, as long as there is written law, nobody's above it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace.